What is up, y'all? I'm waiting. Hey, you guys know it's Angry Standard Time, so
Right,
I'm
right,
still
right.
on time. So
We had friends show up, but
yeah, we had friends show up,
And
and they're
one of us black and it's CPT time. You're on my time.
oh,
CPT takeover time.
CPT takeover time. You on my time now? We got our buddies Rebecca and Leon in the house tonight, just hanging out with us. So yeah, they're hiding over there. You'll see them in a minute. Oh, Amy Jennings in the house. Joey who?
Hey.
What Joey's here? I don't see a Joey. All
who
right.
said that? Hey, Sean,
Amy said it.
Dave, there's some Maureen.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, there's
everybody.
a lot of folks in here. So,
I was talking to Joey today, but she's not here. It's Rebecca.
not many, Sean. We don't have many friends. We have a couple. Let me see here.
This has to be moved because I cannot see that.
Went to Gainesville today. Grabbed a bag of goodies from my buddy John Faulkner. Got a Fleer Breach thermal.
It's very nice.
I'll show it to you later. And I got a Mavic Pro drone.
We're in the camper.
Very nice.
He's like, look at that rug. I'm like,
Oh, that
looks
clean.
But
Joey.
God damn, that's dirty. But it looked clean.
Well, it wasn't dirty. It was a cold spot. It was.
Oh, no, that was dirt. When I took my.
Yeah, but it's also wet there.
Oh, okay.
So it's
yeah,
cold.
It was probably wet.
And that's why it was so dark, because it set the white hot.
Oh.
So.
Hey, Joey's here.
Christy, I will get that out for you. I'm sorry, I forgot. But remind me until I tell you it's shipped. Don't hesitate to remind me. And I will put that message in there for you.
What are you shipping for her?
A book to her mom.
Oh, you have books.
With a special message in there about how her mom needs to buy Christy guns and ammo.
Presents.
Yeah. Richard McMahon in the house. There's Joey, Miss Callie Yente.
Oh my God. I saw her name forever, and it really, I was riding in the car with Morgan one day, and then I started reading her name, and I'm like, Caliente. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It took me forever to.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Teresa Sawyer. Don't forget to hit the like, and I don't know how to put these on the screen no more, Russ. So I don't know why that ISO thing's on my camera either, but I can't make it go away right now.
What is
it? This right here on the screen. I don't know how to make that go away. And don't go full into camera right now. We'll just have to.
Can they see that?
Yeah, they can see that.
That?
I can see that. They can see that. Let me see here. Yeah, so for YouTube in particular, because this will make it to YouTube, it's important right now that you guys hit the like button on some of that crap, because we're trying to get the channel to the point we can monetize it, and we're getting close. So doing the likes actually helps. We got to play in all side of all the YouTube algorithms is what we're doing. So, Richard, oh, you got a coin, man. Cool. Yeah, Julie and Roy are good folks, man.
Oh, yes.
Roger Minger, Gary Murphy. Can someone post how to purchase an autographed copy of book 1 or the whole series? All right, Gary. Yeah, message Mel. You can pay through PayPal or really any method. We'll work something out and then get me an address and we'll ship it. Signed copies are $25 a piece, include shipping.
The box set is $200.
If you want all 11, it's $220.
$220
includes shipping.
With all 10 plus 11.
Yeah, 11. But 11 books don't fit in the box,
no.
So you gotta wait till the rest of the series is done, and then there'll be 2 boxes for the set. So it'll just be 2 of them.
Right.
Joanna Wallace in the house. What is up? Let me see. Greetings. Oh, sorry I'm late. Chuck B, I was reading a post-apocalyptic novel. It's really good stuff. Chuck, I'm glad you like it, man. I'm assuming it was mine. I'm how arrogant, but I'm guessing you're here. So, it's a dick move, but I did it. I need to say this, but I love your Going Home series. When will book 12 come out? Junior August is what we're hoping for right now, if I can get this fucking thing done. But we're already in the editing process too. The cover's done, like all the little shit's done. I just got to finish the writing part, and I've got one piece of the story that I can't figure out where it belongs in there, and I keep moving it around. And so as soon as I get that sorted out,
is it that one?
it's that one thing that they're all going to hate me for. Yeah.
You can Save it for the next book.
Well, it's already been saved for 3 books. I've been meaning to put it in there. I can't do it. Maureen says, you buy Mountain Readiness passes, drive to North Carolina with your own first book, and have him sign it. That's right, Maureen.
Oh, nice.
Right now, we're looking at
October.
October for the next Mountain Readiness. Up in Harmony at the same campground. You guys should come up. It's awesome.
Where you just went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that North Carolina?
North Carolina.
So
Near
we
Wilkesboro, Harmony.
looked it up when.
Just above Statesville. And there's an awesome gun shop in Harmony and Wilkesboro called Duncan's. Amazing. They got $250,000 just in knives in the store.
Oh, wow. That was a neat story.
Like, it was really high quality stuff. Nice gun shop. Good people too. I love Mel shirt, Kara.
New Orleans.
Uh,
But Mountain Readiness was a lot of fun. You had all the classes and things that were going on. You could go to them. And then at night, we had 30 and 40 people down
in our camp every night. Like,
yeah,
Wow.
we
It
had
was
like
crazy.
3 or 4
That's awesome.
like the
campers
first
and all.
night, I cooked for like 30 people. We just hot dogs and hamburgers, you know.
Yeah.
But still, there were like 30 people, and then everybody was bringing stuff. We had a butcher from Ohio that had all this sausage he made and everything. He brought. I meant to give all
We
that
had
to
a
Russ.
cooler of Jello shots.
A cooler of Jello shots.
There must have been 30.
I mean, and people making food, and then Teresa, she's a fantastic
Oh, my
cook.
gosh,
She does shrimp and grits
Oh,
Best ever.
and
nothing-
chicken bob.
and chicken bog, yeah, and but the shrimp and grits is the bomb. Like,
Yeah.
they'll be down to visit, and when they come down, we'll have you guys come over, hang out, and just for shrimp and grits. It's fantastic. I mean,
I'm down for North Carolina.
I've never had shrimp and grits in a restaurant as good as hers.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, she
Very
beats
good.
everything I've ever had.
Everything she makes
Because we
is
like
really
to go around.
Yeah,
try
You
everything.
try
That's
to
right.
do that.
So yeah, but you guys should come to North Carolina too. You should come up and go to the event, because next year, well, in October, not next year, but
We're retired. So.
that one's gonna be really cool.
good.
You're retired, both of you now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're, you know.
I didn't know you guys had done that. I didn't know you'd made the move to permanently do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We're,
yeah.
Oh.
With the bank.
About all in, yeah.
No shit. So there we go. They're
we're
starting
our-
their own hot shot business. So they're doing delivery work, hot shotting, and they both left their jobs. He had a job with the city, and she had a job with the bank. 2 fairly secure. Well, not yours with the bank, you know.
Well,
And these days,
always
It is.
works.
Well, no, but it's a
Yeah.
bank. I'm saying it could fail any day now. But the city, you were pretty solid, and but yeah, they left it to hot. That's badass, right? Now that I know you two are gainfully unemployed, well,
Yeah.
we need to run around and do some stuff.
That's
Yes,
right. That's
yeah.
right.
We're ready.
They were going-
We already hate for Rhino 1.
Happened
One
July
sec.
14th.
Oh, Joanna, that's nothing compared to what you guys are going to hate me for.
Clearwater,
I
Clearwater.
promise you.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Um,
They said that they were looking into doing something.
let me see. Brian Couch, have you cut anything off lately, dude? I'm just curious.
Mm.
This guy's lost a leg, an eye. He's doing surgery on himself. He's
What?
like, and he's a bondsman. He's still working. Like, dude's insane. Sean says YouTube will find any reason to strike you and demonetize. Oh, I know. They just
Jeremy.
hit Steven Crowder with 3 strikes on a single video. Yeah, that's just the lefties playing the system. They go in and complain about you, and they get you deplatformed because they're willing to put the time in
Yeah.
to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And the social media companies won't back you up and say, well, this is unjustified. It's just them hating on you. So the haters get the win these days. Jeremy Gramlin, what up, dude?
That's true.
I just may have to make an appearance at Mount Radius. You should come up, Richard. It's a good time. Definitely a good time.
In October, he'll be giving a class. Hopefully, people will sign up for it more than
Well, we were talking classes today.
yeah.
So I got to call some folks actually tomorrow. But Sue went and met with T today. So Sue LaRue is going to be an instructor with Mountain Readiness. We're setting up a man tracking class right now.
He's a man tracker.
He's
That's what
yeah, he is.
he
He's a
does.
very famous man tracker. He does a lot of search and rescue work, but he's military and he can hunt you down. Like, it's a badass class. We gave a very abbreviated one 2 years ago or a year ago, and it was cool. And we did it in the hardest place you could, a freshly mowed down lawn, basically. It was at a park. It was this huge open field, and we made them track through that. That was rough. I mean, it was for them. It was rough because, you know, if you're not paying attention, you don't know what you're looking for yet. And it was funny because I'm with some of the students and I'm just watching them and I'm just kind of following them and I'm like, hey man, He's like, what? I said, you really shouldn't stand in your sign. Like you're standing in it. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, take a step to the left. I'm like, look at the ground right there. I said, what's that look like? He's looking. I'm like, looks like an ass to me. It looks like somebody sat down.
Yeah.
I'm like, you see where he put his pants to stand up? And he's like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, you're standing in the sign, dude. But not knowing what you're looking, you won't. And so that's what the classes are for. We teach you what to look for. And I don't claim to be a master tracker, but I'm pretty good. I mean, I'm not bad. But there's definitely people better than me.
He could find you in the woods.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look for the video on Rumble tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be there. Gulf Shores, Alabama checking in.
2 weeks going to the Philippines.
Junior Pizarro, yes, we have all kinds of merch. We have shirts, hats, cups, mugs, tumblers, lighters. We have all kinds of shit. You hit up Russ Sawyer. Or he's in here right now, or Teresa's in here. Russ is actually in the background.
Yeah.
Russ, you pop in so you can tell them about the goodies we have because we were talking about doing a post on it today.
A link to it or something?
No, there's Russ.
Really, you can't throw up a link.
Hey guys.
Store to go to.
Oh, he
Yeah.
put up a post.
He put up a post.
Hey
Yeah.
guys.
Tell them about the goodies,
All
Russ.
right. All right, yeah, we have a ton of goodies. We have everything from Zippo lighters and coins and bottle openers to T-shirts and hats. If you go to the pinned posts that are in the Campfire and S&P and also the Poacher's Shack, you'll see a list. If you have any questions, you can email me at russ@angryamerican.com or Teresa at angryamerican.com, and we'll get with you. And Chris, keep checking your starred items.
Oh, shit. I forgot all about that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
How do I put them on the damn screen? I used to be able to do that. Now I can't. Oh, because I'm not in here as a moderator. That's why I don't have that access. Throw the first one up there, Russ.
No, we already went.
Yeah, actually, we just did that one. Do the next one. So do Richard McMahon's there. Richard says he's also retired. New profession is astronaut. Take up space and use oxygen. That's about right for you. That's about right for you, Richard.
I like that.
And Jolene, classes in North Carolina. So in Harmony, North Carolina, is the Van Hoy Family Campground, and that's the location that we base out of. Now, we're going to be doing classes nationwide, actually.
Right.
Depending on where the most people are, we'll come to you. So we're going to be doing everything from, like I was talking about, a tracking class to TCCC. We're going to partner with Tactical Riflemen, and they're going to be our weapons instructors. But survival, bushcraft, that kind of thing. Huh? Carl. Yeah. I asked Carl, I said, how do I send you money for the fireworks? And the reply was, who is this? My new number. He didn't have it. He didn't save it in his phone. And so what we're going to do is, as we drive up, we're just going to hit a fireworks place and buy a few $100s worth of firework mortars only and take them up there. That's what he wants. Someone buy a bunch of mortars to take up there.
You're going to send him that 200.
No, he wants me to buy fireworks. That's what we talked about.
Okay.
So the classes, yeah, right now looking at Harmony. So October for the next mountain readiness, and we're getting spun up on classes. We're getting instructors tied in with us, and we'll have a schedule coming up soon.
Emery from Pride.
Yeah. So yeah, Emery's going to be an instructor with us. Alan Kay will be an instructor. Sue LaRue will be. I will be. I'm trying to get Matthew Tate and Joel Graves involved as well. We have Jinx, I think's her name. She's going to be involved. She's
You're
going to be
talking to her?
I'm not. T is.
Oh, Jax, yes.
Yeah, T talks to him. I'm not talking to him.
Okay.
I'm talking to Matt and Joel, Alan, and I'm also trying to get Noel Bishop is a great dude. He's going to help us too. So yeah, we're going to have,
you have a class
good instructors
in June.
Well, yeah. So anybody in the Central Florida area,
or anybody who wants to travel,
or you want to come down in June 14th to the 16th, Forward Observer will be down here putting on an ISR class, and that's intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Now, this is a classroom class giving you the basic information on surveillance, counter surveillance, area studies, like stuff like that. There will be some outside the class work as far as surveillance and counter surveillance. So, but we're getting that put together right now, but it will be the 14th, 15th, and 16th. I will get a post up on Facebook about that, because if you want it in the class, you need to let me know and reserve a spot. The spots are limited, but I'll put the entire course description and price up.
And how much?
I just said, and the price up tonight. I said that.
You could say it right here.
Oh, $700 for the class, but I'll have it all on the thing. Yeah, it's a 3-day course. 3 days, all day. So, and it's a great class. You know, people underestimate the value of this kind of education. You know, it's not cool, it's not glamorous, it's not shooting knives or whatever,
Right.
and people tend to overlook it, but it's extremely important.
I learned a good bit from his class about readiness.
So,
are you providing food?
no,
People are bringing, so it's 3
Well,
days.
you break for lunch. It's in a classroom. Well, you can go out and eat. You can do whatever you want. You know? I mean, it's not in the field. It's not like they got to live out of their rucks. So, not for this one.
It'll be in Mount Dora.
Huh?
It'll be in Mount Dora, right? There's
Yeah.
restaurants.
Yeah, there's everything around there. So, let me see here. All right. Put up. Oh, there's Frank. Put up Frank's comment there. Oh, there he is. I'm escaping California on June 12th and moving to the free state of Idaho. Maybe I can get a class going. Yes, you can, Frank. And congratulations on finally getting the fuck out of there, dude.
We've never been to Idaho, have we?
No, we won't. And we want to
We
go.
want to go. Yeah, he keeps talking about Idaho.
Because there's a group in Idaho that
There.
wants us to come out and give a class. So, Frank, get your ass to Idaho and then we'll come out and hang out, dude. I hate California. I'm not going.
Hey, Russell.
Joanna says, okay, Mel sent me a new phone number ending in is yours. That's hers. Mine's 1914. So now you have them both.
Now our numbers never used to be the same. Now our numbers are almost identical, except for the last 4 numbers. I'm 1907, and he's 1914. So, and I'm older anyway, so it just, like, it's so funny.
Yeah. And Brian, we were just in Texas not that long ago, dude. We're all over. We were in Houston, Austin, San Antonio. We were
That was
everywhere.
like 6 months ago, yeah.
Well, I guess it has been a little while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, longer than I thought. But we get out that way, dude. Just pay attention. Sean says, odds on who has that train car full of 30 tons of ammonium nitrate. My money's on either Patriot Front, the Feds, or all the Iranian Chinese sleeper cells. Well, there's also, they were trying to say that the shit just leaked out of the train car as it's moving down the tracks, which is possible if the gates are open, but I don't know that. And let's remember, too, that ammonium nitrate first is a fertilizer. All right. It could have been stolen for that because there has been a shortage of fertilizer in the country recently, and it's been a real problem for farmers and ranchers. So they could have stole the shit just to use it as fertilizer. Because 30,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate, I don't remember off the top of my head what the ratio is to diesel fuel for that to turn it into an explosive, but it's a lot of damn diesel fuel. But if you had a 15-ton, well, way more than 15 tons, by the time you added the diesel fuel to it, you probably have a 30-ton friggin' weapon that would blow a massive hole in the ground. Because that's what they took out the Oklahoma Federal Building with. ANFO, ammonium nitrate and fuel oil. Chris is going to be a crazy. Remember Carl and Joey played the flamethrower last night? Oh, yeah. I remember. Sean says, I've had one of those eye on crime police surveillance trailers parked outside my house for a few days now. That's because you're a white supremacist, Sean.
Yeah,
and you look like one. Tim LaFleur, what up, brother? Caleb says, good evening from Vegas. Sorry, missed the last few Stump Knocker Nets. Just bought our new baby girl home from the hospital today. Should be back. Awesome, brother. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. John Davis.
She was just born. Yeah.
Heading to Texas next week for the youngest grandson's first birthday. That's awesome, brother. Congrats on that. Even though you had nothing to do with it.
Was she born in Vegas? Wait.
Yeah, they live in Vegas.
Oh.
Good evening
from
Vegas.
Vegas. Oh.
Yeah. I didn't go to Vegas just to have a baby. I don't think you'd do that. I mean, a lot of people get pregnant in Vegas.
Yeah.
A lot of women get pregnant in Vegas.
Vegas return to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ammonium nitrate, diesel oil, they're too expensive now. You might as well make a massive weapon made of gold. Well, that's what I was saying. The ammonium nitrate could have been taken just to use as fertilizer because there has been such a shortage of it.
What's the two things you don't mix together? Gasoline and
Flour
Flour.
was one, but there's lots of shit. You know, there's lots of shit you shouldn't mix together. Let me see. Jamie Salyer, what is up? And Ma's in the house. There's Ma. Oklahoma City was homemade ANFO with dynamite for a booster, used non-electrical detonators and safety fuse. Well, Opie. You You sure seem to know an awful lot about it. Just saying.
Well, as a fire marshal.
Oh no, he's an extremist.
No, don't say that.
Well, he is. He's here. I look like a white supremacist. Damn, I thought we were. No, you're just a white dude, so you look like one. So do I. So does she. We all do.
Everybody is-
Apparently, even Latinos and now Indians from India are white supremacists. Because there was the guy the other day. Did you hear about the truck that rammed the gate at Lafayette Park in front of the White House? So this dude, he's unemployed. I forget what state he came from. He flies into D.C., rents a 24-foot U-Haul truck, and just starts ramming it into a gate in front of the White House. Okay. They come out and arrest him. And oddly enough, the media just happened to be there to film it. But they get him out of the truck. The first thing they do is they pull a Nazi flag that he supposedly had out of the truck, and they lay it out. They open it up and lay it out on the ground where the cameras can see it. That's not how you handle evidence. It's not at all how you handle evidence. And then they arrested him, and they dropped all his charges because he was talking about he was going to kill the president, he was going to take over the country, and he was going to do all this shit. And like they dropped all the charges to like next to nothing to him.
He
'Cause
better
he's-
be in an insane
He didn't
asylum
fit the
or
narrative,
in jail
you know.
or
He's
somewhere.
you know. And yeah, right, so that's why I said that, Sean, because we all are apparently. I said on Twitter yesterday. I asked somebody, "Do you believe in individual liberty?"
That's all he asked.
That's all I asked, and the fucking avalanche of hate that came
He's
out.
a Nazi now.
I'm a not, yeah, everybody Nazi. I'm like, what? How do you even get there? I don't even know how they do it.
Yeah, he didn't mention anything about Hitler or Nazis or anything. But they
Good
started
save,
talking about
bro. You should know I'm fucking with you, Sean. If my mouth's moving, I'm fucking with you. Nick Meacher in the house. There we go. No canceled message tonight. Let me see. Guy says hi. Sorry, I was watching
gun porn.
gun porn. I realized that you're on. Let me see here.
What's gun porn? I mean, I love
There's
it.
no starred
I don't watch
comments
porn
there.
anymore.
Edward
I've
Orr
seen
did
it all.
the radio right. Oh yeah, Edward, did you get your radio? I hope you got your radio because that was a good giveaway. I have a recipe: MRE
tea.
cheese, 3 days in the Porta John. Yeah, that's a recipe, all right. There's T in the house, the man himself.
I love MRE cheese.
I did not see that coming. Oh, it's Ed's birthday too. Well, that's a hell of a birthday present to get that Anytone. Awesome.
Really nice.
Yeah, Pete, we were talking about you today, me and T, so we'll be in touch soon about getting some stuff going.
Go down a little bit.
I can't. That's everything there is.
Oh.
Yeah, mountain readiness. Actually, 2023 is coming soon, the second one. So it'll be October is what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought it was funny that there was the shooter in Texas that was a Latino guy, but they call him a white supremacist, and now they're writing articles saying Latinos could be white supremacists too.
Can anybody be a white supremacist?
The lack of critical thinking on behalf of these people is staggering to me. They'll just say what they're told to say. Like someone says something they disagree with, Nazi, bigot, racist, immediately. No matter what you're talking about, you know, like when I asked, do you believe in individual liberty? That's a pretty open question. That's not political. It's just, do you believe in individual freedom? But everybody has it, and they don't. They believe they should have it, and we should not, because we think wrong. That includes you too.
Yeah.
They probably call you white supremacist. Go, you did, you're a redneck. You did, you're a redneck. Yeah, they definitely spin to fit the narrative because there is no such thing as journalism in this country anymore. Everyone is a pundit pushing their point of view. Everybody, me too. I mean, you know, we all are. I'm not, but I won't deny it. I'll admit, yeah, I'm talking about what I believe in. But in this country today, you're not supposed to have your own opinion. You've got to go with the herd, and if you deviate at all, they want to destroy you.
Got an opinion, take it back.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have one.
Yeah.
Is the swamp really going to let Biden run again? Yeah, and he's probably going to win the same way he won last time. Through lots of cheating.
Is he running again?
Yeah, he's going to run again. Okay, let's turn the camera so we know how y'all are talking. Oh, no, who are y'all talking? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll get them on in here in a minute
If you
for
push
sure.
this table that way, just do that. grab that chair?
No, I'm not. No, we're not
They can.
rearranging this room right now in the middle of this. No.
I told you to rearrange it before this.
Why didn't you rearrange it before this?
I tried to. And I said, where's everybody going to sit? You didn't.
Well, he didn't even know I was here. He just thought he was coming to hang out. He didn't realize this was going on.
She didn't tell you?
I didn't even think about it when
Christy says, I'm going with trans slender.
I identify as thin.
I identify as your God and Lord. And that's how you must refer to me from now on.
Yes.
I mean, that's how I identify, right? That's how it works, isn't it? I woke up this morning, I feel like a woman. I'm a woman now. All right, I woke up this morning, I feel like a God. You will refer to me as your Lord and Savior.
Oh, yeah.
People have lost their
And
jobs.
tied, the motherfucker's tied.
Because they won't
Time.
call somebody by their preferred shit. You know.
And there's Childish Requiem coming up June 6th, guys. You'll have something to read before book 12 comes out anyway. Have you read anything by the late Mel Tappan, the grandfather of the survivalist movement? Not in a while, James, but I used to read a lot of Tappan stuff. Will's in the house. What is up? Let me see.
Oh,
To
yeah,
whom it may
I will.
concern, don't highlight my posts. Pete's like, don't put me up there. You don't want his name seen too big around mine.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't want to hang out with me either. Just draw attention you don't want. I identify as El Conquistador. That is what do they call that? That is colonizer speak. You can't do that. You're a colonizer. They got more words and shit. And like on Twitter, they'll scream Nazi at
Making
you,
a language.
or they'll call you a Nazi sympathizer. And I'm always just like, show me where I did that. Show me. Oh, well, you said this. That doesn't say nothing about Nazis. You threw so show me. And they never can. Then they end up
Right.
just screaming and yelling and going, taking their ball and going home.
Next time you should be like, what's the definition?
They couldn't give you the definite. No, if you ask them for like a fact-based answer,
Right.
then fuck you. You know,
Right.
fucking Nazi. That's all you get. I'm like, you people are so sad. You know, you're not capable of independent thought.
No.
They're told what to say and they say it
Mhm.
out of fear or because they believe it. I think it's more out of fear than anything. I think they're afraid that
Are you typing?
people will do that. No, I'm not typing nothing. What? I use the mouse to read with.
They're a funny Pete. Did you say that?
Huh? No. That's Russ in the background. Yeah, so he's moderating.
Oh,
El
that's like you.
Conquistador. No, yeah, he's me. So you're the first dude. That would be funny. I thought you were the pulled. Yeah, Joey. So she made that thing. Griff didn't make it. That pulled pork
No.
king.
Oh, yeah, that was a pulled pork, but I think Will put up the photo of him in the mountains.
No,
I sent that to you in the Facebook Messenger.
which I don't look at on my phone because I don't have Facebook on my phone.
That's true.
Yes, so know that I don't have Facebook on my phone. I'm not putting it on my phone, so it's like the worst way to try to get a hold of me.
Here it is.
In the mountains, like a Bob Ross painting in the background.
You met Bob Ross.
Yeah.
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 Won't come up.
Let me see. I don't join lives that often, but when I do, I usually just listen. However, your Morgan series is wonderful. I was wondering what happened to the TV series before COVID hit. So,
COVID hit.
COVID hit. And as you guys know, some of you may know, the Writers Guild is on strike in Hollywood right now. And that's pretty much just stopped anything from happening in Hollywood. So we're in a holding pattern. She's like, I itch. So we're in a holding pattern on that, but it's still there. We're just
It's gonna
waiting.
happen.
Anybody heard anything from Bo Grits lately? Is he still alive? I don't even know if he's alive. I do identify as drunk right now, but it is my birthday. Get her done, Matt.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Sometimes
birthday.
you got to let your weird out. Christy, yeah, well, you know.
Certified freak, 7 days a week.
I freak 7 days a
Pull
week.
that card out and show it to him.
Mm.
You need that on a shirt.
Yeah.
I do.
Don says, I will identify as a California person of color just until I get my $5 million in reparations.
What?
Oh, yeah, California, San Francisco, the city of San Francisco anyway, and another state of California is doing it too. They're talking about giving between $3 and $5 million per person in reparations. But that is more money than the entire state budget.
Yes, they can't do it.
They can't physically do it.
Yeah.
And my question to this reparations thing is, Are you going to make them prove ancestry?
Yeah, they.
Or did their relatives move here from Nigeria in 1975? You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did they have any relatives that were ever slaves? Can this be proven, or is it just because you're black and here you have to get the money? Which that doesn't make sense because the people whose families were enslaved, they have a claim. I'm not going to call it legitimate because there's nobody alive
Their
today.
great grandparents.
There's nobody alive today that owned slaves. And there's nobody alive today that was a slave.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of
and you know or like
today.
did they come from South America?
Yeah.
You know I mean, so are they going to make them prove ancestry?
Did
If you
hear
don't
that.
complain, I'll share it with you.
If you could get one to do that,
We
one-
gonna work a deal.
yes. Okay.
I demand Leon get his reparations.
That's right.
Uh-oh, what'd I do? Hang on. Camera went out because I banged the desk. Let me fix it. Plug the cable back in. Bonk. There we go.
Oh, now that's good.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit the desk and knocked the camera
I
out.
think the thing is gone too.
Oh, it is. Yeah, the
Oh,
thing went
good.
off the screen. No, now it's just on the right-hand side. It's still there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, well. We'll do it. Christian. No, Roger, we're not doing one in the summer. We're going to do a pig roast in the fall.
We are
But we're not doing another one of those in the summer. Screw that
Um,
shit.
in North Carolina.
No, we'll do it here. We're not doing one up there.
We're going to be in, well, October, we're going to be in Harmony. November, we're going to be in North Carolina.
Why? Oh, the thing with Roy. Yeah, we got a thing up there to do too. So we'll be around. We'll figure it
We're
out.
going to be with friends up there. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Nick Bustle in the house. What's up, brother?
Blaine Frazier. Hey.
Hi, y'all. I'm a friend of Tim from Lafayette. I'm going to text him now. I don't even know how to say that, man. I would butcher it. Pichot? I don't know how the fuck you say that. One of the lousy Anna names. I can't get over the French ones. That's because woke trooper Muffet Farts wouldn't know reason, logic, or uncommon sense if it thunder kicked them in their man bun. You're very correct, Sean. If you call him, he don't answer. I answered. No, I didn't answer. We texted, didn't we? It's because my ringer's never on, dude. And I don't see
He
the phone
gets
ring.
his number out, but he don't answer.
I replied. If you need to get a hold of me, text me because I'll see it and then I'll give you a call eventually.
Sometimes he doesn't like. I don't really talk to people on the phone. Like if my phone rings, I'm like, "Where's the text?" First. But he goes through spurts where he does not like being on the phone at all.
Yeah, I just.
cannot.
Well, and two, there's so many people every day trying to talk to me. If I talk to every person that calls me, I'll be on the phone for 4 hours a day. And I got stuff I got to do.
He's trying to.
I'm trying. I got videos to shoot. I got a book to write. I got so much work to
Just
do.
left these kids here. Our daughter and her boyfriend and his best friend, who's always here,
Sean
left for 3 weeks.
found out my dog enjoys egg, bacon, and anything else edible.
Yeah, they do. We have friends who make steaks for their dogs. When they grill a steak, they make. Well, actually, that's not a bad idea.
What?
Because your dog's smelling the goddamn steak the whole time.
So what?
You're
It's a
grilling.
dog.
We've never. Well,
He can't grill a steak. He don't know. And Rain and Silva, yeah, not a stoppage, just hold. It's still in the works. Just planning the bird. Yeah, okay, we did that one. Is 556 still king? Depends on what you want to do. Start one.
Yep.
Oh, we did that one. Okay. Is there another one? Nope. All right.
Why'd you go to the ER?
Not sure. I'm gonna find out. Mel's Ring of Stella become a sponsor. Call it Mella.
Did you see?
Well, we already have Meller Light. Was one that we came up with.
It was a Facebook post that Griff made, a friend of ours, and it was just so funny. It was a Miller Lite, but it said Miller Light on it,
Oh,
and they're like, comes 20%.
John, I'll shoot
less.
you a text.
Off the top.
I went to ER today. Back was out. Ooh, thank God for Percocet. Yeah, I woke up. Mine was hurting this morning too.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, I know. Just giving you a hard time. Okay, he always called. Yeah, I will blame you guys. Yeah, any of the Fraser boys hit me up. That's like I got to talk to them. See what's up.
We need to go there.
I've been trying to reach you about your fucking truck warranty, and you can keep trying, Richard. Yeah. Dogs can't grill. They lack opposable thumbs. Exactly. Finish Contagion. Awesome. King of pulling the tube steak.
He doesn't know what that is. You don't do that.
I don't know what it is.
You know what it is,
Yeah,
but
but
you don't do
no,
it
I don't do
because
that.
you don't need to.
No.
because we have that for
Yeah, shut up. Why do you guys, it's not the place. We've talked about that. It's not the place. But you can't resist. It's killing her. It's killing her.
Wear a t-shirt about it.
Yeah. The mouse is on Mel's face. No, usually the possum crawls across my face in the middle of the night. Why did the
Yeah.
video just go to shit?
Does it look like that for you guys?
Yeah, that's the video feed. Go hit the. Well, it's coming in. There, it came back. All right. Autofocus dropped out for some reason.
That was weird.
Yeah. Awaits the spillage patiently. No, Sean, you missed last night. She dumped a whole glass of shit in my lap.
I did. It was
A
water
full
with some
cup.
lemonade squirt crap in it. Vincent were sitting there and
No, Christy, they didn't really take care of the
Ran all
house. We've
over
got
'em.
5 dead chickens. We've got.
yeah.
I had him out today replacing all the broken fence posts. The cow was breaking the fence apart while I was gone, and they didn't do shit about it. They had 5 fence posts broken in half. I had him go out and change those out today. He took care of it for me.
Listen, we haven't been in this house in all like 4 weeks. We haven't come in here. We haven't cooked. We haven't used a dish. They're going to leave to go to his grandparents, and I said, "You better not leave here with that sink full of dishes," because it was full of dishes. I'm like, "Do not do that." And she's like, "Well, can you help me like unload or load?" And I'm like, "Are you really asking me that?" Like, no, I cannot help you at all. Go ask one of those kids.
John
Yeah.
Ripper, I didn't see. If you sent me a message, dude, I probably haven't got to it, so I don't know what questions you have, but fire them away in here and I'll deal with it. Yeah, that I don't know what that crosshair is on the screen, y'all. It might be on the camera, but I can't make it go away. The plus, yeah, I know I can see it, but I don't know how. I don't know. I
It's
think
on my face in there.
it's right here, right
Yeah,
there.
it's on my face.
So it's just Skynet becoming self-aware. Carry on. Yeah, I know you can see it, but I'm not going to go screw with it right now, Pete. Did they trim the bushes by the front door to make it look bigger? No, they didn't trim nothing.
Oh my God, the bushes! You
The
can barely get in the front.
yeah, the
And our
bougainvillea is taking over the front of the
Never
house.
plant bougainvillea in front of your house. Yeah. Rip that shit out.
I remember
Rip
telling
it
you
out.
that when you were planting them.
Well, rip it out. Go ahead.
You rip it out. I didn't plant it.
I need a toe strap.
Thorny.
Oh, that's
We
okay.
got a chain. We'll snatch him out with a chain.
I'm not putting a chain on my truck.
That bougainvillea isn't going to break that chain. That's not happening. I mean, that's no.
That's great.
He'll buy me a new window if it does.
It's not. I'm not worried. I wouldn't snatch a truck with a chain, but I'll pull a bougainvillea out with it. I mean, it's that's not going to hurt nothing.
Let's rip that crap out because, oh God.
As long as it's not a laser on Mel's face.
Yeah, no red dot.
Are you doing any more collabs with Alan Kay? Nothing. Well, eventually we want to write the book of Dalton, and that will happen. It's just me getting in and getting with him.
You've got 3 other books right before that.
Tyler Line says, any chance of you putting a video together of a long-distance get-home bag? I work over 120 miles from home as a dedicated truck driver. Can't find any useful info online for more than a short walk home. Yeah, we can add it to the list. I got some videos that I got to get shot on a few topics. Some basic like water filters, things like that. We'll do the bag video, and then I've got some tech videos that I'm going to be doing too on some neat devices and some terrifying devices too that I'll show you guys.
Yeah, we need to. We didn't, do anything this week. We just
Yeah, Nick, we're at home, but we don't. The flag's not up and all this shit.
Yeah.
So this room was the old office. We're going to be kind of emptying it out, and it's just going to be a dedicated studio for when we're here. And we'll have a nice background and everything. We'll
Big
have
enough that we can have
people over.
people sitting around with us.
Judd Heyman, what up? I used to buy a large bottle of Stella Artois for 25 cents a bottle in Yugoslavia.
What?
It was considered cheap beer. Sean says, we have a giant burning bush in front of our house. Fucker is 8 foot tall, and my short ass needs a ladder to trim the top of. Damn. 8-foot burning bush. That sounds like something out of the Bible.
That's what I'm about to say. What Jesus is gonna say.
What Jesus gonna say? Mark McGrath in the house.
Hey, Mark.
Let me see. Some cold weather suggestions for us Northerners would be awesome. As far as what, like shelter or so? I'll tell you one of the philosophies on cold weather in particular and shelter is you wear your shelter, pack the proper clothing, so that you can be out and on the land and not need necessarily a warm shelter, just somewhere you can stay dry and out of the wind because you have enough clothing on and you have it in layers so that you can moderate your temperature, because that's the biggest thing. So, but and I'll do a video. We'll talk about it, and I'll lay all the stuff out and show you. And a lot of people will be like, "Oh my God, that's too much." But if you're planning on being on the land for an extended period of time or for an unknown period of time, it's better to pack correctly and have what you need. So
Don't send Yankees down here, T. No. I'm a damn Yankee. I've been here 30. I came from Texas to Florida.
Pete, that's hilarious. He says, need some penicillin for that burning bush, bro. Need a shot in the ass to make that. It burns when I pee. Yeah. Oh, syphilis. It started with just one kiss, and now it burns when I piss. Oh, syphilis. Alan sings it way better. Polycrow is awesome to make a shelter with a fire as well. I tried it. It was awesome. Polycrow. I don't even know what the hell that is, Mark.
What's that sexually transmitted disease you talk about?
Gonosyphilis herpelitis.
Oh, boy. He's like,
It's brutal.
It's
It's brutal. Yeah, that's a bad one. Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
it again.
Gonosyphilis herpelitis. It's all of them.
It's all
It's all of them. It's just, all of them.
I can't say that.
You got that shit.
One
I'm a fan of snow caves. I've never done a snow cave, Anthony. I've always wanted to. Did you see that Target has lost $9 billion?
Wait a second.
No, I didn't.
What's a snow cave? Didn't we build something? Didn't we build
We've played in the
there's
snow,
a fire in it.
but not a real snow cave. I didn't build
not
a real
to stay in
Yeah,
or sleep in.
yeah.
But we did build. I mean, it was big enough to get in. We had a fire in it.
If Target's losing $9 billion, it's like I love to argue with the left on Twitter. It's like I just enjoy it. It's trolling of the highest order, and they're so easy. So I didn't see that Target had lost $9 billion, but I said online, because everybody was talking. That's what they were talking about. And I said the market will decide. We'll see. If you guys are all right, and we're the minority, and there's only a few of us, and we're so wrong, then the market will show that. Well, the market shows the exact opposite of that. Bud Light's losing its ass. Now Target's losing its ass because they're trying to force shit. Nobody cares if Target sells that kind of stuff, except for tuckable swimsuits for kids. That's a problem. Okay. But nobody cares if you sell LGBT, what the hell ever merchant. We don't give a shit. Stop throwing it in our face, though. Stop. You go to Target now, and in the women's clothes section, the models on the photos have Adam's apples. That's not women's clothes.
Yeah, that's at the nail salon.
It's just
They
ridiculous.
had one of a guy.
Oh, Polypro. He said Polycrow, Will. I know what Polypro was. I didn't know what the hell Polycrow was, and I didn't do the math. Let me see. On the Alone Show, it seemed the contestants that started complaining of cold feet were on their way out of the game. Well, cold, wet feet, that's a real thing, and you can only deal with that for so long. Mark McGrath is clear plastic sheeting they use up north for sealing windows. Very cheap. You can put it over a shelter, and it allows the radiation in but keeps the cold out. Yeah, but that's a fire-dependent shelter, and you're going to be up all night. You'll be warm because you're going to be up all night fucking with firewood.
You
Yeah,
always have plastic sheeting. You never know.
and relying on a fire-dependent shelter is a problem. Okay, because number one, it's tons more work. Number two, your security's out the window because everybody can see you. Especially at night. You build a damn fire, there you are.
Yeah.
So security's an issue. That's why I say you need to learn to live without a fire. And I know a lot of people are going to bitch and moan it's impossible, whatever, but you can do it. Because in a escape and evade sort of a situation, you're not going to be building fires, and you don't have time to build the correct primitive shelter that will keep you warm. You just don't have the time. It takes 4 to 6 hours to do that every day. And that's a waste of time. You can't do that. So take the correct clothing with you, core temp and dry. That's the two things. Keep your core temp up, keep your body dry. You'll be fine.
Mhm.
There's a difference between being uncomfortable and being dead. You can be cold and be alive.
Well, you had that sleeping bag when you went to Alone that you had
I had made, yeah, I had a custom
you
bag
did
made
have
for
it
me.
made, but they make those bags. Yours was custom because it was bigger, but they make those bags.
Oh yeah, that's just a
that dry
Wiggy's.
your clothes out.
It was a Wiggy's bag, and I called Wiggy's and had them made me one that was wider and longer than a standard bag because I knew I was going to be in it a lot, and I wanted to be able to roll over in the bag and not roll the bag and shit,
Yeah.
So my bag was amazing. I could get all the way in it, and it'd be over my head. My feet still weren't touching the bottom. So it was a nice sleeping bag. It was also as big as a 5-gallon bucket when it was packed up.
Yeah.
So it took up a lot of real estate. I wouldn't carry it nowhere, but let me see. I often wondered how Eskimos are conceived. I mean, Neil. Oh, Greg Roberts says, I just finished the Charles Requiem book 5. You and Walt Browning did a great job. The prologue in book 1 pretty much sums up the book series. We got to see what Charlie and the other characters go through in an urban setting compared to Morgan's rural setting. Yep. We're going to need more books in this series. I won't give away the ending, but it ties in. Yeah, and it does.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see it in 12. Snow Cave at USMC Cold Weather Mountain Warfare Training Center in Bridgeport, California. John, that's a cool course, dude. I always wanted to be in that.
You can in book 12 or book 6.
What?
You just said
Books. Oh,
well, you'll see it in
yeah.
book 12.
Yeah, because they see it in the Charlie,
that's
and
right,
they'll
okay.
see it in book 12.
Okay.
If any of y'all use thermocells, try the one that runs off the Coleman style butane bottles. So much better. That's a good idea, Opie. Yeah, I know, Picho, but he said polycro. He didn't say polypro. That's what threw me. I know what polypro is. Calvin Klein just came out with an underwear ad with a trans chick in women's undies. It's amazing. 3% of the population, not even, probably 2%, is forcing 98% to take a knee.
Just because a man wants to wear women's underwear. Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of these dudes are guys that can't get a date or can't get laid, and they think that this is the way they, because they're all, I identify as a gay woman. No, you don't. You identify as a dude that can't get with chicks, and you're going to try this now. That's what you are. I don't care what you call yourself. Yeah, and I know you or Facebook, you don't like that tough shit. Let me see here. Can someone show Chris the reel I made for him with music? Where'd you post it, Will? We'll find it.
Can't right now.
Oh, what the Snow Cave, a loose morals Eskimo woman. Is that what you're trying to say, T? Because you said Morales, and I don't know what the hell you're trying to say. I'm very literal when I read, guys. I read the words you put down, not what you meant to say.
Sometimes when he's writing, he reads words that he did not write, and I'm like, look at it. Look at the sentence. Read it again. And he reads it again, same way, putting in words that are not there, and I'm like,
because that's how my brain. That's what I meant to say. So that's why you can't edit your own book. You have to have somebody else do it. Because I'll read it exactly how I meant it. That's not what's on the screen. I can't see the forest for the trees. And Jason Gilbertson says, yeah, it's an attack on women. Notice they don't use chicks pretending to be dudes. Not much. And they won't release the Nashville Shooters Manifesto either, because in there the trainees call for murdering Christians and killing everybody off who disagrees with them. And it's funny that they're always talking about trans genocide. That's one of the things they keep talking about. The genocide. Where are all these people that are being killed? Because genocide, that's a big word.
It's a big word.
That's that doesn't mean one or two.
It's a number. It's associated with a number.
With a big number.
Trans. I don't hear about it in the news.
No, you don't. Well, you hear about them getting arrested now for child molestation and sexual assaults. And so in New York, there was a dude that was in prison for raping and killing a 10-year-old.
Oh my God.
He got paroled. And in New York State, lifetime parole. He can't go back to prison. He has lifetime parole. So he's out committing other sexual assaults now. And they're like, oh, we don't know what to do with him. Put him back in fucking prison.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't. We let him go. They don't. there's no logic involved. It's they're literally doing what they can to destroy the country. They want to just burn it to the ground, and the left is all more than willing to help them do it. Heated that snow cave with a can of Sterno. Yeah, a damn candle will do it. No fires at sea. That's right, John. Richard McMahon, 3 years in Alaska, fuck the cold ass and fuck the mosquitoes. Yeah, Alaska in the springtime's got real mosquitoes.
I've heard about that.
Brett Howe, Jay Knight in the house. What up? Do those pellet stoves smoke at all? Not really. Once they're lit, they don't. Clinton says, I actually reread Cry Havoc again. Out of all your books, that is starting to become the closest to reality. And there's more of that coming.
How's Jayhawk?
Yeah, how is Jayhawk, man? What do you think of TV shows from authors like Jack Carr? I like them. They're entertaining. I'll watch them. You know, I have an idea for a story that's in that vein, that kind of action sort of, yeah. Hard to describe it. I don't want to give too much away on what I'm going to be doing, but something in that vein is coming. So it'll be 2 books. That's all I'll say.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
Offer code at mountainfreshfoods.com is more Memorial Day 23 for 20% off. Hit him up. Check out the new spice package he's doing too, which is pretty cool.
Don't let him watch it.
I got a military sleep system, which is really nice, but very heavy. Yeah, Nick, I've got a couple of those too. I prefer my snug pack bags or my recon bags because they're lighter. What advice do you have for someone who wants to get their family into prepping? Was Mel always on board with it? Larry Books, by the way, they're a great escape. Lewis,
I've always never
reach
told
out.
him not.
No, I've always never told him.
Not. Yeah, that's
Always never.
It's,
Always, it's not a double negative, but it is fucked up.
It's teetering.
It's teetering. always not never. No.
I don't know.
But no, Mel never told me not to, but she just wasn't in on it for a while, and then she got into it, and when she did, she was all in. So the first thing I'd say, Lewis, is go to Nick Meacher's website. Put that link up, Russ, if you could, so Lewis can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got some great workbooks in there for planning, helping you plan things out. And grab those and start with that. And then there it is, fortunefavorsprepared.com. Go there and prowl through his site.
Show the book to your wife.
It's a great way to get started.
Have
Yeah.
her look at it.
Because
Do it with her. Say, this is something we need to do together for our family.
Yep.
We need to prepare.
and and tell her, look, we have homeowners insurance, car insurance, life insurance, health insurance, and everything else, but no one does anything to ensure continuity of life in the event of a major disruption. And that's all you're doing is laying up insurance to continue living should something happen. And with the way this country's looking, something is going to happen. Their hospitals are reaching out to ham radio operators and ham radio groups to establish emergency communications for them right now. Most hospitals have an HF radio in them. People don't know that, but they already have one. They talk to aircraft with it, the helicopters and stuff when they're coming in. Then 50 senators just took sat phones. There's some weird things occurring right now.
There's always which.
Yeah, there is always weird shit. They're always up to something. But oh, what do we got here? Mount Fresh. What have I? Okay. Any of y'all saw the pistol brace injunction that went into effect yesterday? Opie, you mean the court blocked the pistol brace thing? Because that's what I said was going to happen. I knew that would happen because they can't do it that way. Congress has to outlaw that. That's it. And let me see. Wow.
What? Oh my God.
Jayhawk, man,
Oh wait,
so far
yeah, we
behind.
didn't see. Yeah.
Holy
How
shit.
did that happen? It's technology. We don't know how to use it.
Jesus gave hundreds bread, but Hitler made millions toast. Jesus. Sean. Oh my God.
No.
Sean, I use the term tranny, and Twitter's really not happy with me for doing so. Like, they're shadow banning me and taking shit down.
To post on Facebook or Twitter, they're like, most people don't post like this.
Yeah, every time I go to tweet, it warns me that I shouldn't. So I started using tranny again. It sounds fun. Look at that tranny.
I got Facebook blocked in every group because somebody posted a picture of Milton with a red stapler, And I just posted in the comments, I could burn this whole place to the ground or something, whatever he said.
Oh yeah, she was getting a quote from a movie.
Yeah, and they're like 30 days.
Violates
time,
community.
be done.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't even
It's like
say
training.
no or fix it or take it out or, they wouldn't.
They did that for you and banned you.
Yeah.
So
Nobody
Joanna
saw the comments
says,
'cause they took it out.
Bud Light tranny fluid. You nailed it. Joanna says that they're doing some kind of testing with Congress this weekend. Heard from Monkey. Most of them got sat phones to use this weekend, and Biden going to the bunker. They're testing something. Maybe they are. Who knows? But it's, whatever. Let them do their bullshit. One of these days, they'll kick off the game, and then we'll deal with whatever happens. The directors and producers can make or break a show. You're damn right, Kim.
Can't be a white male kicking it off.
Brett, that's awesome. He says Jayhawk is doing great. He wants to play football this year. He's a new boy. That's awesome, man.
Awesome.
We're glad to hear he's doing so good. And Josh, yep. CogCon exercise. What the hell are you talking about? Continuity of government's what he's talking about. I heard there's a filing for more clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Well, their ATF deciding that pistol braces are a violation of law is not how it works. So that's why I told everybody, don't fucking worry about it. It's going to get struck down in court. Congress has to ban it, not the ATF. You can't. The ATF can't wake up one morning and be like, "Well, this was legal yesterday, but we're going to decide it's not legal today." That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Can't happen.
We need to get
I did a bit of research and discovered 0.5% of American adults are transsexual. Yeah, there you go. 0.5%. And they're making 99.5% of the country take a fucking knee to them. Be one. We don't care. Go be one. No one gives a shit. You want to be a tranny, go be a tranny. Stop yelling at us about it, though. Fuck. We don't want to hear it. We're done hearing about it. Shut up. Go away. I mean,
like
heterosexual people don't walk around bragging about it. We don't have parades and a day for it and a month and everything else. Why do all the people that claim they want equal treatment always want special treatment? They got to have their own day, their own week, their own fucking month, their own goddamn schools, television, all this shit, everything. Think about it. We want equal. We want to be equal. No, you want to be better. You want to be more. Otherwise, you would just
special treatment.
Yes,
Yeah.
Special treatment. That's what they all want.
They want white privilege.
Anheuser-Busch. They want white privilege.
Apparently.
Ken Piner, that's awesome. Anheuser-Busch. That's I love that.
Anheuser-Busch.
Rick's Outdoor Adventures. There is another one coming. Book 12 is in the works, bro. Book 12 is in the works. All right. I got to figure out how to log into this thing so I can put these comments up and down because I can't do shit with this from my end.
Damn dear.
Congress to COG sites. I heard they were sending some of Congress to COG sites. Yeah, they're doing a continuity of government test for some reason.
Sean, why can't you just shoot the deer on your property?
Oh,
I had
half the politicians didn't take the sat phones according to Scott. Yeah, only 50 senators did. There's 100. Guess which 50 took them? The Democrats. And yeah, Mark, that's what NC Scott was saying, that sat phones they receive and transmit. They're a fucking location beacon is all they are. Like you can't hide with one. The signal is in the microwave range, but it's easily intercepted, and so. How are you doing with your diverticulitis? Got sick again with mine and had surgery. Ooh. Lost almost 30 pounds in the past 3 months. Brett, I haven't had another issue with mine yet.
But
I hope that stays that way. But I'm also very careful in what I eat. So
don't eat a lot.
no. And yeah, John Davis, you're correct. It would still be unconstitutional. I asked for special treatment, got busted for solicitation.
That's funny.
There are as many trans whatever as there are people who really have a gluten allergy.
That's funny, who have celiac disease. Yes. No, actually our kid did have celiac disease, but it's not common.
Sean going to shoot the deer in his backyard. That's where I hunt if I want to.
Like after Gabe got celiac, like 5 people had it. all of a sudden.
The trans are attention
What's
craving
wrong with
libs. No, they're not liberals. They're progressives, guys. There's a difference. You've got to call them what they are. In the works, I thought it was being released on Tuesday. I love Blimpie from Popeye and the old joke about the Boondock Saint sequel, which took years to happen. Yeah, it's not going to be Tuesday.
Hey, Egghead.
Because I'm a somewhat urban environment here, Mel, when it kicks off, what's one more round popping? Sure, Sean. So am I shooting the deer? I got 8 Coast Central
City?
Time. What got Gary? You still in jolly old England, or are you back home, man?
Hey, Gary.
I'll be in St. Augustine, Florida in June. Can't wait to get out of the Connecticut. I'll call it DeSantis land. Call it the Gunshine State, Wayne.
That's what it is.
And give us a shout when you're down.
Yeah. It is the Gunshine State.
Yeah, John Davis.
Shirt out.
But see, everybody focuses on EMP, and that's really not the biggest threat to us. It's a big threat, but it's not the most likely threat. Simple hacking, cyber attack will be the biggest threat. But yeah, if an EMP was to go off, it would blow a lot of satellites out of orbit. Like, it would cause a lot of problems. Dude, you look thinner since I saw you last. Yeah, I'm fading away. I'm a mere shadow of my former self. Someone say,
What?
I know you touched on this issue earlier, but how close can you receive a sat phone location? We are in the mountains, Western North Carolina. Our walkie-talkies better. Yeah, bro. Don't get a sat phone. Don't rely on that for emergency communications. Definitely get ham radios and learn to use them and get your license, because you can talk around the world on one of those with zero infrastructure. You don't need anything other than a 12-volt battery and a radio.
Did either one of you guys going to be driving want to get a ham radio test with me? I have to do it in October.
I was studying, but I kind of like fell off. But I will. I'll start. I want to do it.
You should get it.
Nick
Yeah.
is at Mountain Readiness in October.
In October, you can test. We're going to be giving the
They're doing
test there.
testings, and I have to-
Rebecca says, I listen to a podcast called Real as Fuck. They think like we do about our country's needs. They talk about current events and how we all need to get our crap together, achieve personal excellence, and take back the country.
Oh.
The guy that does the podcast should be our next president. He's on point and hilarious. I'll have to check that out, Rebecca.
Can you put a what is it called, web page or something out about it?
A link?
A link?
Put out a link. Tommy says, I work in law enforcement, and there are a lot of folks I've shared your books with, and the attention to detail has taught many a lot. I'm proud military. You can say your intel spot on. Well, thanks, Tommy.
Oh.
I try. I want to make everything real in my books. I'm as legit as possible. I'm not into cliches and stuff like that. I won't do it. Can't do it.
You can't
That's
watch a
not why they
movie
have
with
them.
him.
There are other tools they
It's
have.
like,
for
that is wrong.
scenario.
That is, look at that gun. Look at nobody has that much,
Yeah, no one. Yeah.
Like,
NC's guy has a great book about the Baofeng that is a great start with comms. He also has classes in NC. Yes, he does. Get the Gorilla's Guide to the Baofeng Radio off of Amazon. I've put links out on it too. If you look at the page, you'll see it. Dungeon Crawler Carl. Nope, haven't done that.
book
Opie.
going out?
What book?
Gorillas.
We already sent that out.
You did. Patreon
Yeah,
got
they're gonna in
Copy of
June. They're getting new
Yep.
stuff. Yep. They didn't get anything this month because we were traveling. It was messed up. But you guys are going to be getting a book from Mr. Joe Dolio himself, Tactical
Mhm.
Wisdom. So you're going to be getting that. If you're a patron, you'll be getting that next month in the correct ranks, of course.
That's Sergeant Morgan.
And I'm working on something with Nick Meacher right now for some of his books that'll be going out to patrons as well. So my radios and other shit is in Faraday bags. I charge them up every once in a while. Yeah, I don't keep mine in Faraday bags. I mean, I'm being honest, because I legitimately not that worried about EMP. I understand it's a threat. Yeah, it is. But like I said, there's other ways to do it that won't leave a signature. That they can, cyber attack will do the same thing. Well, close to the same thing. They can turn the power off in the country. And just today it came out that DHS said that China had hacked into infrastructure here in the country. Don't know what it was. I didn't get to read the article yet, but they got into something. But you got to remember that all the frequency drives and things like that run motors and power plants and production facilities and factories, all that shit is made in China. And all of it has a back door for China to get into. So you can walk in front of it if you need to. And you ain't gonna hurt nobody. Go on in front of it. And there she goes. Let me see. Self-defense, insurance, yes, no, who? Terry Buckley, I'm a member of USCCA. And yeah, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. If you're carrying a gun, you should have insurance for that.
Did you get a family plan yet?
No, you got to remind me. Yeah, and now's not the time to remind. You know what I'm saying? Like remind me tomorrow. Like when I can make a phone call. Because Mel's uninsured, and I want to get her insured. What are your opinions on the migrants entering the country? Threat or uninformed individuals? That many military-aged males coming across the southern border is a threat.
Absolutely.
Under any other
They're going to do whatever
classification, it
whoever
would be
feeds
called
them.
a invasion. When you looked at the video from the streets of El Paso and places like that right now, where there's just hundreds of people sleeping on the sidewalk, it's bullshit. Our country has a border, and one of the primary responsibilities of the federal government is to defend the border, and they're not doing it, and they're not being held accountable.
And if we try to defend the border, we'll go to prison. That's what he tells me. He
Yeah.
tells me not to do that.
Let me see. Yeah, and Shelley, yes, the sun, solar flares are a big threat. I mean, that was the Carrington event in the 1800s. Saying Satan is inclusive and loves you for delete. Yeah, Jay, I saw that. That was from the artist that Target used for their Cheney collection. The guy he's a Satanist. I don't care if you are, whatever. And he put out a little satanic prayer, and friggin' Target retweeted it. And that's why they're taking it in the shorts now. So.
Oh, my piercer he's like, I don't go to Target ever. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I said something about going to Target because I don't go to Walmart either.
You said backdoor. China's going to invade to the butt. Yes, they are. Coming straight up the poop chute. And Nick's, and back to Lewis too. There's a lot of good information on Nick's site, so go check that out. Anybody too wondering about like communications plans, your general prepping organization, that kind of stuff. Like Nick's got some great material. You guys should check it out. NC Scout has a great book about the Baofeng. I already did that. I read that one right. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh yeah, you were. Look.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get through everything.
We've already seen all this.
I haven't seen all this. John Davis, be good, brother. Stay safe. Can we please, for the love of God, keep Biden away from stairs?
No, somebody.
Our most immediate threat is President Harris. Amen, Sean. You nailed it, brother. I'm looking at cloning myself. I'm just waiting for somebody to stop the planet so I can get off and go to a new one. This one's fucked.
You better start looking. Be prepared. Prepare. Start looking for
a new planet. Start looking for a new planet. I'll hit Airbnb up when we get off.
There's none to go to.
Jay Pippin, what up? Let me see. Frank says, I'm going to be publishing a guide for survival in the San Francisco Bay Area. Come on. I am recommending people dump their gold reserves and buy White Claw for bartering. Kale chips can be used for shelter. Well, you need to give them pooper scoopers, man. That's like a survival tool in San Francisco. The city, there's an app for the city of San Francisco that shows where all the people shit on the sidewalks.
What?
If somebody's walking,
they can tag it and say there's shit right here. And there's an app you can look at to see where there's all the shit is.
Like where the
You can
police is
avoid
on
that
Google.
street.
Yeah, do what the police is on Google. Yeah. Where the police is.
That's gross.
Or on Waze. That's why I use Waze.
Kale chips don't burn though.
Or something. Why you gotta poop on the sidewalk?
They'll poop right in the middle of the street. Like in San Francisco, it's terrible.
There's a crew that comes
To clean it up.
and clean it up. Yeah.
There was the mayor went to hold like a press conference near the Tenderloin to talk about the open air drug markets, and they did it in one of the open air drug markets, and the people ran them off. They forced them out. But that's the city you created, you fuckers. Take away the cops, take away consequences. This is what you get. So.
I think cops should be.
Chrissy says, speaking of hacking,
just like soldiers.
got a call from Jack's school today. IT is investigating Jack's school laptop for overriding students' firewalls and getting into admin without all students' restrictions and possibly putting the county system in danger. If he could and did that, yes, he's in trouble, but I'll be low-key impressed. Hey, white hats are a thing. A white hat hacker is not a bad guy. And
Somebody you need on your team.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, China hacked into Guam while it's being hit with a monsoon or whatever the hell they call it, the hurricane in the Pacific.
What's that going on down there?
Cyclone, thank you. Look at you dropping that electrical knowledge. Variable frequency drives. Oh, yeah, Pete. Yes. VFDs.
He was an electrician. I don't know.
Yeah, I built power plants for years.
Yeah.
Why the hell is infrastructure connected to the web? Why does it need to be? Friggin' stupid. Battlestar reference, because network is stupid for infrastructure. It is, but that's how everything works these days. It's distributed control, it's called. So, like in jails and prisons, the platforms that control those are a closed network. They don't touch the outside world. We could remote into the computers to check it, but they had to physically plug a phone line into it, an actual phone line, and we would dial up through a modem to get into their computer and look at it. And then as soon as we were done, they had to unplug that line. And that was the way it worked. You know, it's hard to keep a closed network closed. It's very hard because we would go to a prison or a jail and work on the computers, and I would be working on the touchscreen that runs the facility and go in and I'll find movies and music and all kinds of shit that officers have put on it, games.
Oh, wow.
You know, so that means they're bringing thumb drives in and plugging stuff in, and that's how you destroy a network, you know, and you bypass all the security, you know. And people don't think much about it, but I'm going to be doing a video on a USB-C cable. It's just a USB cable, but if you plug that thing into your computer, I can access your computer. I can take over your computer. It will, if I want it to, it will upload any Trojan that I want it to, and it's Wi-Fi enabled, just the cord. As soon as you plug it in, I can access your computer. I'm behind all your security. I can take anything I want or put anything I want.
And then it will just burn itself.
Yeah, it will. If I want it to, it'll physically destroy itself too. And they'll plug it in and think, oh, this one's bad, and they'll throw it away.
Yeah.
But it will physically destroy itself. Inside, it'll burn out a trace or a resistor or something, and it no longer works.
Like
so people just
throw
it away. Yeah, like I don't know what Mel does with cell phones.
Cell phone cord.
You can't keep a cell phone that the charging port isn't fucked up in. Yeah, Nick, we ended up not putting USB ports on the computers that we installed in jails. First we went with locked ones. You had to have a key to get to it. And they got past that. Like, you know. So we just stopped putting USB ports on the computers. Made it a bitch. You know. Made it a bitch.
Probably, you know, in them situations, the guards get those prisoners to do shit for them.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, and the prisoners get the guards to do shit for them too.
Yeah, vice versa.
It's Brooke. It's fortune favors the prepared.
Yep, fortune favors the prepared. Kim says El Salvador.
We already seen this.
Did not lock all. Well, see, I haven't seen everything. That's why did not lock all of MS-13 in prison like they said they did. A lot of them they sent out of the country, and they are here now. Yeah, but he's dealing with them down there. Have you seen any of the video of that Supermax prison they put in El Salvador for MS-13? It's hardcore, dude. They're nothing but boxers. And they've got to walk with their hands on top of their head, bent over.
I see that shit.
Like,
yeah. Show me that later.
There's some really good videos out there. Their president, he's a badass. He's turned that country around. He has turned it around. Prep work for Red Dawn, huh? Got one for you. Who would you vote for, DeSantis or Trump? DeSantis in a heartbeat.
DeSantis.
In a heartbeat.
Trump's a big baby now. I used to love him, but
he does bitch too much.
He should be vice president.
But
they're not going to run together. Hopefully, DeSantis will pick a
shit. Francisco should probably have automatic lawnmowers and modified to pick up shit. You can actually use the human crap to build fires. The kale chips can cause a spark to light up the pile. Sounds like some 007 shit on the USB cord. Yeah, it kind of is. Call me on your shoe later.
No.
You mean Biden tried to stumble through talking today, is what you actually mean, Terry. We call them urban outdoorsmen. Urban outdoorsmen. Pete.
It was a hacker.
Yeah, the web was meant to be military network. Then Clinton released it to the public. Plus, they have their own version of Orion, onion sites for secure networking. Oh yeah, yeah. The internet when it was first made up, the military, of course, they come up with everything first.
Weren't we watching a video about a guy doing the showing the pedophiles? He threw out thousands of names.
Oh yeah.
Who was that?
I don't remember who that guy was. Yeah, Clinton. Yeah, I remember when that idiot said that Guam had too many people on it, was going to tip over. A U.S. senator said that. So, I mean, well, yeah, best and the brightest, right?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
How do you transmit over a cable wirelessly, Mark McGrath? I'm going to argue with you on that one. They're busing them into rural town I live in. Brand new debit cards for each, not food stamp cards. Oh yeah, Nightshade. It's they got to get that voter base up. You know, the Democrats. That's what they're counting on. That's why they're doing all this shit. Let me see. Speaking of electricity, I saw a video using zinc-topped copper rods wired in series stuck in the ground to generate continuous 9 volts of power. We'll send it to, if you're going to call BS or not. I could see it, honestly. I could see that happening. You're not going to get much current from it, but you can get a voltage. Jack just saw an old wall mount and plug for when we all had phones hanging in the kitchen wall and says, wow, why would they put an Ethernet port in the kitchen? Yeah, that's a kid. That's a kid. That doesn't know what that shit is. Oh, my God, that's hilarious. What are your thoughts on Vivek Ramaswamy? I don't know yet. I'm on the fence with him. I mean, he's one of the guys going to run for president. And I don't know. I haven't made a call on that guy yet, to be honest with you. I'm watching what he says and reading the shit that they're writing about him, but I don't know.
Is it the black guy? No, that guy.
No, he's Indian.
Indian.
No, Scott's the
okay.
Yeah, the other one.
That sounds Indian. I'm like,
what's his name again?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Is that the money guy that financed that?
I think so. He's rich. I mean, there are magnetic charging cables that will save her cell phone ports from wear and tear. Yeah, I know, but
well, like
Mel has she has
a lot of bad talent.
She's electronically challenged, guys. She's electronically challenged. Phones, tablets, laptops. None of that shit's for her. I have a friend on Border Patrol. $20,000 debit card, cell phone, and mail cards. 20. They're giving them $20K.
What?
I need to peek. Like I need to hear that from somebody. Like I need to see that or hear that come straight from somebody who's seen it. Because we need to be there. If they're giving fucking illegals $20K every time they come over the fucking fence, and a cell phone, and health insurance.
Like, doesn't that want to make you like fucking first knuckles?
Oh hey, my country in upstate New York is under state of emergency for the ones New York City is shipping. NYC is shipping up. Oh yeah, it's funny how those sanctuary cities came out real quick saying they couldn't handle all that sanctuary. But they want them here, just not in their town. Remember that, you know. Let me see. I'm going to try to catch up. It's already 9:30. We'll wrap this up. Debit card was promised to appear. Yeah, I bet. I worry about our car's extended warranty. Yeah, like Ramaswamy. If they're giving $20K to illegals, I'm asking my coworkers to get me across the border. I'm going to work on my tan and sneak through myself for $20K.
I get spray cans.
Yeah, Richard.
Before we leave.
With Cooper freaking declaring a state of emergency to fight school choice, he's shot himself in the foot. AOC said the unemployment rate went down during Trump because people had 2 jobs. You're only employed once, even if you have 10 jobs. Yeah, this is true. And there's Leon and Rebecca right there. So, cool people, good folks. They're doing that shit in the late 90s. Illinois declared a state of emergency. Sorry, as soon I'm going to stop after this one. As soon as Texas started sending illegals, then reshipped them to counties outside of Chicago. Of course they did. So, what were you saying? Sorry, that was the last one I was going to read.
I was saying my uncle who came over today.
Yep.
Who is Bob Ross's, relative. saw her daughter today at work.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bumped into Bria.
Oh.
Who's
Office
Logan's
Despot. How do you like that target stock? Like I said, the market will decide. And to all the lefties out there that are supporting all this bullshit being shoved down people's throat, there's the proof that you guys are wrong. But you say that we're the minority and that we're all wrong. Looks like you're fucking wrong. So it's not us.
Mhm.
Bob Marley, one love. But that's it for tonight, y'all. We're gonna go hang out with Rebecca and Leon in the garden, probably, or we can sit in the house too, though.
Oh yeah.
We can actually sit in the house.
The children are
We-
gone.
I don't care. We can go either one, but I'm saying we have the house for the next 3 weeks to ourselves, so we can actually live in our own home.
Gotta clean it now. And then...
Yeah, we gotta clean it. Good night, Ma.
It's a good time to do some fence work.
Well, he's already fixed the fence for me. He did a good
Oh,
job.
yeah.
Talking about the main fence.
Oh yeah. Put up a gate, a new
change
gate.
the
And
locks. No, I'm just kidding.
he changed the locks.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But look, I don't mind. It's the sense of entitlement that they have. They don't want to work. They don't want to do anything, and I can't.
Oh yeah.
I can't relate to that because I've always worked. But they're like, well, you don't work now. I'm like, you write a book. You go write one and tell me it's not work.
My kids always want to be me. They want to have. I'm like,
they got all this property.
you can't have my life. You got to work.
And chill
But,
out.
Most
You can't
of
but
your
the
life.
only reason you guys got to this point is because
We
you
work.
busted your ass to
Because
get
I
here.
work my ass off.
Right. So don't
And I
forget
still work.
all that.
Yeah.
You can't dismiss all that.
Yeah.
You gotta realize what it is.
But they're like,
There's
well,
history here.
their attitude is, you get it so easy, you should just share it with us.
Oh yeah.
That's the attitude that I get from them, the feeling. And I don't mean Brian. I'm hear this from Logan because
Logan.
Brian doesn't say nothing like that. He's a good kid. I'm not knocking him. And I'm not knocking Logan. It's just
Both lazy.
there's a whole lot of quit in these kids, and I see the just generation.
It's
Huh?
the generation. It is the
What'd you
generation.
say?
Send this Facebook post and see this.
Well, hey, I hope they watch it. I want them to see it. 'Cause I love them to death, but you got too much quit in you. And like I said, Brian's a good kid. Love him to death. And Logan's a good kid. They're not very motivated, and I don't understand why. So.
I feel like it's the generation.
Friday.
Because
There was a great lesson.
they got him as a
Remember
dad.
Friday?
Yeah.
His dad was talking to them.
So yeah, right there in that movie, you're right. Yep.
That's a great movie.
Gravity is different in that garden. Gravity is different in that
Oh,
garden.
yeah.
Leon says, "Oh yeah,
That's true.
We tell stories
Yeah.
about Leon in the
Yeah.
garden.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah." Oh shit! Yep. Pete, well, we'll have to get you over to hang out with Leon and Rebecca one night. We'll do an alumni night. Get Christy over here, and yeah,
And
be a good
Will
time. And we'll just get everybody over. But Isabella Harvey, what is up?
Oh hey, how are you?
So anyway, that's it for tonight, y'all. We will be
Since Kincaid.
Tuesday on Patreon. I will get a post up tonight for the ISR class with Ford Observer. If you want to take the class,
Tomorrow.
you got to reserve a spot, and it's limited. So I'll get it put up, and then you guys, if you're interested, hit me up or hit Mel up. Joanna, I said your name more than
Yeah,
once.
you got 2 weeks
More than once.
to sign up. That's quick.
Yeah. Clinton Fury says, "Good night, everyone." In the words of the great Richard Simmons, some men just want to watch the world burn calories. Watch the word burn calories. All right, y'all, be good or be good at it. And we'll catch you next time.